Joking, brother. It's on. In this video, I'm rolling with Nick and Brandon. Nick and Brandon are both black belts at the Academy. I have prior rolls with them on my channel. I'll include the links in the description. Both have different styles, different body types, different things they like to do. And both have been a black belt for at least 2 years plus, maybe 5 years, I'm not exactly sure. And lastly, both are super strong. I know I always say that, but they both seem to have that professional athlete strength. I guess it's combined with their good technique. It just feels really on another level. So there he was able to pass my guard. Surprise, surprise. If you've seen these videos before, you know he basically just really takes it to me. And I have to work my defense. When you're in these bad positions, you know, you have to work your defense. I'm not going to grow offensively here, but I definitely can grow defensively. And this is especially important for older grapplers who don't have the strength or the endurance to just keep up with these younger guys. Even if your technique is the same or a little better, that you still end up in this position. Well, you should be able to defend yourself here and not go into a sheer panic where you hyperventilate yourself into submission. So here I know what he wants to do. He wants to grab my collar. I have my right hand there trying to defend, but he's just much stronger than me. So it's still there, my right hand. And I was pushing his head with my left hand, but here I just couldn't stop it. If you notice, my right hand was still there. It was actually, it became trapped. I just didn't have the, strength to stop it. Maybe you could say I didn't have the technicality, but the technicality would have to be that of a competitor to really come close to matching his strength and technique. So here he's got the double sleeve. For me, it feels impossible to stop. So I'm trying to bring my body in as a support so he can't pull my arms away from my body. So I brought my knees underneath me. He's looking to grab my belt and roll me over. I know what he wants to do. So there I was trying to pass. I was going to put pressure on his leg. I had his pant leg and he just kicked it out and stood up. So here he wants to pin my left leg with my right leg with his left hand if he could, and now he's trying it on the other side. So that same type of push down, it's really hard for me to stop. If someone's bigger and stronger, I have to kick the grip off and move away. Here he already has my collar. I have his arm. I know what he's trying to do.
I almost said it.
Now he threatened a wrist lock possibly there. And just the way he was leaning on my ribs, we joked around and he relieved the pressure for me. Because the last thing I want to do is crack a rib and miss 4 to 6 weeks of training. So here he gift wrapped me, or he's trying to gift wrap me, but his own knee is in the way. He's got me in what I call the diamond, but it's basically the spider web armbar setup. I'm not sure what happened there. It didn't look like he finished the armbar. He might have wrist locked me. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, he probably could have finished the armbar, but I tapped pretty quick. So here I'm actually standing up with Nick. A mistake on my part. I know people love seeing stand-up and they think jiu-jitsu doesn't work unless you have amazing takedowns on seasoned professionals, but if I had to take down an old lady, I could, trust me. So here he's passing my guard. I have his sleeve. I'm doing the things that I would normally do to stop somebody, but they're just not working. It's like rolling with a gorilla. What's funny is he's lost a lot of weight. So if you see Nick in the first videos I've made with him, he lost already 30 pounds since then. I'm not sure if it might be 20 pounds in this video, but he loses basically 2 to 3 pounds a week, making him even more dangerous. Yeah, that was an interesting triangle entry. He tried to sit up and trick me into it. I put my hands in what I like to call the diamond. And then that ends the round. My pants are always falling down because I have no behind. My wife's nickname for me is No Ass. Oh, I thought that was the round. My mistake. So now I'm doing my Tareando. He's got his foot on my shoulder. I'm going back and forth. Almost past there. He inverted, which is unusual for him. He's not an inverter. Actually, he didn't end up inverting. Oh, that ends the round. Okay, so there was a little bit of time left, and I tried to turn the gas on at the end there. I always say, especially lately, try to ramp up your rolls. So in the beginning, start slow. Have an unspoken agreement. Start slow and move, put more and more effort as the roll goes on, because by that time you know each other's games and it's safer as far as injuries. If you just go and roll with somebody and you're exploding into everything and they're trying to cartwheel past your guard and all this nonsense, you're going to end up with, knee surgery. Oh, this is my third knee surgery. Oh, my shoulder is separated. Oh, I ripped out this. And like it's normal, like you think in your mind you're tough for toughing out all these horrible injuries, when in reality you should be avoiding them, especially as your skill increases. In the beginning, it's impossible, I agree. That first year or two, you're really rolling the dice. That's why I say train as much as possible, so you get good fast enough to be able to protect yourself. So that's a black belt standing behind me, and this is black belt Brandon in front of me. I really like rolling with Brandon. He was a football player, not a wrestler. He looks like a wrestler, a bar-brawling wrestler, but he wasn't. He's a really nice guy, believe it or not, and probably a very good football player because he feels like a bull. I have to find out what position he played. So there he did a nice little X-guard sweep, really nice. I didn't go crazy. I didn't jump up when I landed. Even though he's a black belt and I know I'm not in a great position, I want to learn. So there I went for my normal butterfly hook, and he was able to shuck it to the side and pressure the side of my leg with his waist, which is a great counter. Here he's trying to climb up to mount, but I was defending a little bit, and he just went around my resistance. But as most of you know, I'm kind of comfortable here, or as I've come to find out in the last few months of editing my own video. At my last school, one of my teachers was just very dominant, so every round was the same, me on bottom defending for my life. And even though those rounds were very frustrating and I used to feel like I really wasn't learning anything, I come to find out that my defense became very good, a very good part of my game. My submission defense, I should say, because I could never stop his guard pass. I couldn't really stop his submission either, but I could stop somebody who's not as good at submissions. So there he passed my guard. I had him in the north-south triangle earlier while I was bloviating. I'm not sure how tight it was, but it forces people to react. So when their head goes near your waist, you throw up the north-south triangle, and they have to address it. They can't just stay there. It's too uncomfortable, even if it's not an official finishing choke. So here he's probably looking for an Americana. Again, you know I'm good at defending this position. What I'm waiting for is for him to make a mistake and put his right leg up. See his right leg start? If that right leg goes up, see, he put it on my waist. A lot of people will put it near my feet, and at that point, I'll just do my butterfly escape where I get my hooks in and just turn towards him. So there he finished a perfect armbar. I say perfect because I'd like to think I'm really good at defending that, and he got it. Not only did he get it, he got it pretty easily. So here I'm looking to staple his leg and pass, and then I switched the other side. That was really good, actually. I have to, might have to make a short out of that. And now I've cinched up the arm-in guillotine, which he has to address. Now I'm looking to get the underhook to keep him down, but he turned into me. And then I look to switch it to the darce. And now I'm looking at possibly getting the Kimura. And we're resetting, and it's not my favorite position. I don't want to be here, but I'm comfortable. And in no-gi, I'm even more comfortable because there's no collar to grab. I don't have to worry about the collar chokes from there. So I don't know if it looks like it, but I'm always squirming a little bit. I'm not making big movements, but I'm always making like these small, annoying movements that are going to force whoever's holding me to adjust their strategy. So there, oh, it looked like I had a pretty good attempt at the north-south no arm. But it didn't bite. I'm starting to wonder if that might be a better choke in gi. So there I think it looked like he threatened the armbar and then he took the mount, which was really clever. I love clever jiu-jitsu. I love being outsmarted. When I'm out-muscled, that's the only time I feel frustrated. When I know that if I was a little bit stronger, he wouldn't have been able to get that, but and they're using it, they're just, muscling and muscling. That to me is the most frustrating part of jiu-jitsu, when I don't have the skill to match their muscle. So here he's trying to scoop me up and take my back. I'm defending the back take with my leg. My right leg is preventing that other hook from coming in.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, he had the bottom hook, which was the important hook. But that ends the round. Thank you for watching. If you want to help support the channel and you find value from my content, I have a merchandise store. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link. Both are in the description. I have shows lined up every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 4 o'clock. See you soon.